I do have the privilege and opportunity to introduce a young man, uh, Tongayi Choto from AfriBlocks. And Tongayi has a Bachelor of Computer Science and Math. He's from the University of Zimbabwe, a co-founder and lead software developer with AfriBlocks, a pan-African marketplace where African freelancers can provide remote services to clients across the world. Former Vice Chair, Science and Technology Sector for the African Union Pan-African Diaspora Youth Association. So experiences in developing blockchain-based solutions since 2014, part of the team that received the world's first ever remittance license for a reserve bank to explicitly use the Bitcoin to send funds. I'm super excited and honored to have Tongayi Choto up on the stage with me. Please, everybody, welcome Tongayi.
You can get work done remotely from the comfort of your home. AfriBlocks is a global Pan-African
Hi, we can hear you. Welcome to the stage. This is Lady O behind the scenes, just letting you know that you are live and we can see you and we can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome.
Sure. So yeah, first of all, I would like to, thank the team for inviting me to this very first ever conference and, giving me the opportunity to lead and to talk about the work that we're doing, which is really an amazing opportunity. So I appreciate that. And today I'm just going to talk about AfriBlocks and myself and the work that we've been doing to, try to share a story that I guarantee you that you've never heard before. So I'm going to start by talking about myself, a brief background about myself. So I'm a software developer, and that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years. Really, I went to the University of Zimbabwe in and graduated 2015 doing computer science and maths. So since then, I've been in the financial technology space, and that space is the space where there's emerging technologies around blockchain, around cryptocurrencies, um, so smart contracts to mention a few. So that's where I've been working, and we've managed to develop a money transfer service, and that service was based in Washington D.C. and it allowed people to send funds to Zimbabwe using blockchain. And we actually had the one of the very first ever remittance licenses from a reserve bank. So that's the work that we've been doing. And fast forward to today, what happened was, since I was traveling a lot, going within between the continent, the US and Spain, Kenya, what I started to realize is, every time you go to a conference, you reach out to someone, you're talking to someone, and as soon as you tell them that you're a software developer, what happens is, people's face lights up and say, I'm actually looking for a software developer, and I've been looking for one for a while. And so at that time I wouldn't be able to take those jobs, but when I would come here this side, what I would see is people would ask like, how can you connect us with opportunities? And to me that became really in the light bulb that said, what, there's a clear business model here where you connect people looking for services with the right talent on the continent. And what that does is it solves two problems, because what we have is a two-sided marketplace. We have someone on the looking for services, then we have someone looking for work, right? So what AfriBlocks is doing is connecting those two, and it solves the problem for someone who needs a service and someone who needs work. And it solves on the continent because we have had the issues to do with youth unemployment. So AfriBlocks really came in as a no-brainer. And then I started to research, is there someone doing this? There were like very few, and I said, what, let me do it. And it started by, the very first person was wanted translations. They wanted to translate their book into our local indigenous languages, and I connected them with people this time, also translated, and everyone was clear what was going on. I'm getting a service, I'm paying for that service. I'm providing a service, and I'm being paid for that service. And I was connected, so the platform takes a commission for doing that to sustain the business model. So that's really how AfriBlocks started. I remember I built, a website over a weekend because, people started to want to register and I didn't have things in order. But it started to gain a lot of traction, and the more I researched about it, the more I realized that this is a need. This is something that has been lacking, because when you look at Africa, Africa right now is the youngest continent in the world, um, with about 60% of its population of 1.5 billion people are under the age of 25. So those are the talent. Those are people who just finished university, they just finished high school, and they are now in a market where there are not enough jobs and opportunities. So what I said is, what you know what, let's let's create a platform that connects um, this talent with the rest of the world, and that's really how AfriBlocks started. And to this day, now we have about 1,500 freelancers registered across 7 African countries, and we've had clients from UK, Canada, USA, and we keep pushing. We just recently, because what we do is when a freelancer comes on, we actually vet them. We actually look at their skills. We actually see, look at your resume and vet and make sure that they're skilled enough so that we maintain quality. Our work is always high quality, which is something that is at our core, and turn around and good communication. So we have had to develop, a training series for freelancers in house. Then we have had to partner with uh, with established platforms in the market for training courses, for example, Coursera, that helped us, get talent to be able to develop their skills continuously in this global market. And one thing that I'd like to point out is, if you look at the world right now, there's actually a shortage of talent. Like by the year 2030, there will be about 85 million people short of skills. The market will be looking for highly qualified and talented people and things like software development, and there'll be a shortage. So what AfriBlocks is doing right now is creating what we're calling Africa's future of work. We are building this today. We are creating these platforms because we are a technology oriented platform. We are not, just saying hire African freelancers, but we're also saying we have the right technology, we have the right talent, we have the right people to get the job done, and we are competitive on a global and international stage. So that's what AfriBlocks is doing. We are using technology like blockchain to solve issues to do with payments. We're using machine learning to solve issues to do with, our vetting processes on both sides, to, identify using that data that we collect around like what type of jobs are being requested, what type of payments are being requested, and we take that information using these emerging technologies because those are the ones that will allow us to build a sustainable solution that will last from today, 10 years later, even long after we are gone. So that's really our core values, and that's really what we stand for. So our business model is really simple. You go on afriblocks.com. So that's AFRIBLCKS.com. AFRIBLOCKS.com. And what you do is you can request a service. I'll send the link in the chat section. So you can simply request a service to say, I'm looking for a graphics designer. And what our team does is we have an in-house project management team that literally looks at what you need, and we get on a call with you and we identify the right person for you, because that's a value add that we added into our platform to say, sometimes a client comes on board and they're not really clear on what they're looking for. I remember we had someone wanted a graphics designer, but really when we finished the call, we realized that they needed a web designer. So that personal touch is something that you do not have when you go on other platforms and you just have a list of profiles and someone is saying I did React, someone is saying I did PHP, and you don't even know what that means. So what we did was we help with both sides, particularly with the client, because we realized most of the clients that we have right now are solopreneurs and small businesses, small black owned businesses that are trying to either start or uh, further develop what they already have. So what we do is we actually get on a call with you, with our project managers. We understand what you need, and we connect you with the right professionals um, that can do the job. So if it's a digital marketer, if it's a virtual assistant that you need, we connect you with that person. You review, then the job starts. And currently, our payments we do them through PayPal. Then AfriBlocks remains as a project manager until the job is done, and all payments are go into an escrow account such that the payment is only released to the freelancer after the job is complete. So what we've realized in the feedback that we've been getting from our clients is they really like that personal touch with that project management, because it's also assist, it gives value to the work that everyone will be doing. So that's really how our business model works. Once you request, the job is done, and it's simple. But I would like to point this out that um, freelancing is really what I call the lowest hanging fruit, because we're trying to connect professionals, and we're trying to connect Africa and the African diaspora to create a collaborative network. So what that means is, you reach a point where you say, I want to do business in Ghana. Where do I start? And you think of that software developer who built your website, and that's the person that you're going to call, because now you know how they work, their professional business quality of work, and you're now comfortable to call them and say, what, I'm looking to start a business in Ghana. I'm looking to relocate to Rwanda. How do I start? And AfriBlocks is creating those relationships. But where it starts is that business card that goes for $20, that flyer that's $50. That's where those relationships will be created on a global scale. Because what software does allow us to do is to connect. Software has really made us, this world really small. Because if you look at it right now, I'm in Harare, Zimbabwe. Some of our viewers are in US, some are in Canada, but we're able to collaborate in real time. So this is how I say, what, we can solve these issues to do with unemployment by using technology and connecting and reaching out to the rest of the world and showing them the talent that we have, that you can get super high quality by simply working with our platform, which is professional, which is highly competitive around the world. So really, that is our AfriBlocks is. I'm going to leave a section at the end for questions and answers. If you have any questions right now, you can just type them in the comment section. So in terms of our team really is a global team. My co-founder is based in Los Angeles, Roger Roman. His background is in marketing. Then we have our advisor in New York. Then we have another advisor here in Harare, Zimbabwe. We are a US registered company. So what we're trying to do is to use the resources that we can have globally to be able to do our next steps on our roadmap. And those steps, include, that software development, that awareness, which I appreciate you for having on this platform, because this platform also allows me to be able to share the work that we've been doing. So what I'm going to do for this section is, everyone who has an interest in what we're doing, our email is info@afriblocks.com. I see Lady O typed it in. If you email us today and for the next 10 days, we'll be able to give you a discount on any service that you request, because we appreciate you. So you can just go on our website, afriblocks.com, and request a service, and our team will be able to to quickly reach out to you. So that's something else that we'll be doing this week. So I'd like to talk a bit about the solution. So, I've been talking about mostly how it works and the philosophy, but I would like to break it down into a simple, model. So let's look at this. There is this platform which is a collaborative network where people there's a two-sided marketplace. There's someone who's looking for services, and there's someone who's looking to provide services. And what we're creating is now that future of work is really what we're building. And now we're placing professional development into the platform. We're placing secure payments into the platform. We're developing a digital wallet system within the platform. What that does is, this side, in Zimbabwe, there's EcoCash. In South Africa, there's e-wallet. In the US, there's Cash App. Uh, there's also PayPal. So there are a lot of payment methods. And what we're trying to do is to make that payment efficient so that, the whole system is just efficient. You get this done and make your payment and it's done. And the person on the other side receives a payment because you're creating an ecosystem that is what I call Pareto efficient, that everyone in the ecosystem equally benefits from their activities in that ecosystem. So this is the breakdown, the overview of the solution that we're building that will tap into primarily the African diaspora, which we're reaching out to right now, and secondary, the rest of the world. So I'm looking. I'll leave this time now for a few questions. Well, thank you. I just seen. Thank you so much for such a meaningful platform. Yes, then the discounts for the next 10 days, reach out to us and you'll be able to get a discount. On our form, there's actually a question that says, where did you hear about us? So you just state that on the conference, I sit at our table and you'll be able to get a discount on our services. So again, our services include software development, graphics design, marketing research, writers, mobile app developers. Mentioned before, but we have four main categories. So all of those you're able to reach out to us and you get a service done professionally, and I guarantee you'll be happy with the service that you get. Okay, so I'm just looking for the questions. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about the talent. I'd like to explain a bit because that's one thing that I realized that the media might not necessarily point out the correct picture. I'll talk about Zimbabwe, for example. Zimbabwe, we have a literacy rate of about 58%, and we're a population of about 60 million, and yet we have about 13 universities and a literacy rate of about 88%. And those are things that you look in the media and you don't get because they just don't want to say it. But we are here to educate and let you know that some things that you hear in the media are not necessarily true. Professionals on the platform are highly skilled, highly qualified, and highly talented. I see a question. Okay, so the question is what the most common service that you offer. So the most common that we've seen this far has been website development. We've had a lot of people request website development. In our services, it takes about 7 days to get the website complete. So there's design and website development. Those have been the two that have been requested a lot. And the third has been virtual assistants. So just to get someone who can help you with, scheduling, help you with emails, help you with things like, maybe aligning your your contacts and being able to send out emails, mass emails, that kind of thing. So that's virtual assistant. So the three most common have been website development, um, virtual assistants, and graphics design. And these designs include, things like illustrations and sometimes video content. So that has been the most commonly requested service on our platform. Some services, though, that have also been requested in one have been software development, particularly mobile application development. People need mobile apps. We're actually working with a university in the US right now to develop a mobile app for them. So those are some of the services that have been requested. Um, those are the questions that are currently on the chat group. Yeah, so I'll just close off by saying that what we're trying to do really, like I mentioned, is this is more than just software development. This is more than just graphics design. This is really a global collaborative platform that we should make use of, because we actually need your help for this to become a reality. We actually have the platform up and running, people registering, we've been earning revenue, but we need to excel faster. And the only way we can do that is when we develop these communities to be able to work and collaborate together. So I see the question. Please tell us what you plan about for AfriBlocks in the future. Yeah, so it is still around building Africa's future of work. And like what I was saying, we really want to do more than just um, the freelancing work. We want to create a platform that connects professionals across the world, that connects African professionals with the global African diaspora. And some people may think that it's a small market, but it's 1.5 billion people, and that's the same size as China. So that's the market that we're currently looking to serve. So the immediate future plans are to get more clients, get our systems aligned well. Systems include proper vetting processes, proper payment systems, and at the same time, so those are like the near future plans. But as we move to that, we want to add those payment systems into the platform. We want to add more services. We want to do development and training skills, which is some of the work that we have already started. So yeah, to close off, thank you so much for the time. This has been really great and interesting. And I look to get you all to reach out to us, even if you don't want a service today. Just make sure that you register on our platform to stay connected with our newsletter, to stay informed about what we're doing. You can also, go on our social media platforms. It's AfriBlocks on all social media platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So follow us to be able to always know what we're working on. Register on AfriBlocks.com as a client or as a freelancer, so that you also stay informed. And when you ever think of something that you need done, we'll be ready to do that for you. So that will be my closing off remarks. And I thank you, the team, for having me on this seat at our table virtual conference. Thank you so much.